Joe. I already played the Lakers game, so I'm going to give you Pistons and Dallas. So there's only 2 games today. So that's the only 2 games I'm getting today. Maybe if I feel like doing more until I get a call, then we're good. Let's see if my phone charged up. I'm so sleepy, it's not even funny.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From FedEx Forum, just off Beale Street in downtown Memphis. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons begin the game with the basketball. Rose to Alonzo Trier.
Okay.
Won't go. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Wade against the former MVP. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Dwayne Wade. To Jaren Jackson. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark. Rose into the front court. Down a point. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Wade. Pass stolen by Detroit. Slam dunk.
Shit, that nigga did a windmill.
Talking about nice finish. It's all business.
It's Grizzlies ball. Jones, defended by Markieff Morris. Takes stock of the floor. To Jaren Jackson. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Rose into the front court. Leads just a point. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Rose to Alonzo Trier, leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Come on.
The shot won't go down. Not that time.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad how you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
From long range, shakes free and hits.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that. That was nice.
Rose into the front court. The score 10-8 to Alonzo Trier. Drummond steps out with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Jaren Jackson. Nice pass to get things going.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Pistons have it. Rose to Drummond. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Andre Drummond at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. And failed. Danny Green. Count it.
But when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Memphis, they've got it. Danny Green to Jackson. Driving right to the basket. In a flash, scores at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Jackson with it. They trail by 1. To Alonzo Trier. No good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Jaren Jackson. Here's a chance from long range. That no good. Off the mark. Jackson with it. Leads 1. Water here won't go down. And scores. Strong take.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Jackson with it. Down by 1. To Drummond. Yes. And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Reggie Jackson trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Oh, he can't connect. Danny Green. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender letting the offensive player score on the end. Sometimes there's a luck of bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. He'll run the offense. To Drummond.
I'm saying don't jump, silly. Make yourself look silly if you keep jumping like that.
Jackson with it. Down 2. Trying to cash in. Reggie Jackson, not that time. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Danny Green to Rodney Hood. Lets it fly from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Memphis with the rock.
Alonzo Trier, get your ass off me, bro.
Runner's good there.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Jackson with it. Down just a couple. To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Jackson. Rebound Drummond. To Reggie Jackson. It's blocked.
You see, that's why you never give up on the play, Ed. You always stay in the game.
Reminiscent of LeBron on Iguodala. And draws contact. Andre Drummond going to the line to shoot 2. Andre Drummond at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's now 4 for 6. Own the basketball. To Jackson. Fires the 3.
Stop popping your leg up, dude. Damn.
Shooters shoot.
Shoot like a normal
Period. I don't want to
person.
hear any excuses. That's why
Shit,
you're on the
I hate
court.
that.
You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Jackson to Drummond. The shot almost. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Jackson to Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. With that shot, he's 5 for 8. Nothing going here on that drive. Just
Look so damn silly trying to jump for the ball.
Yeah, I've
That's
been
a
in this
shame.
situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
and they call it.
Shit.
Simple touch foul.
That's his second personal foul. Nope, first one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Desperation shot here from half court. So we get to intermission.
Hello, Jalen Rose.
Halftime report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. And while it's not a big deficit, they should pretend like they're getting blown up. They benefit from that kind of mentality in the second half. Have a look at the leading scores. The Pistons are all tied up on the scoreboard after 2 quarters. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today. Andre Drummond did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Oh my God! Like Warriors stop winning the goddamn one in our match.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Flash at the controls. To Jaren Jackson. Dwayne Wade. And the basket go at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Rose into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Tony Allen.
Sets him up. Off the assist.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Slam dunk on Lonzo Trier.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Jones, guarded by Morris. And a throw down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Here comes the screen. Derrick Rose. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be
the read.
Jones with it. Lead is 2.
Who think I should go to another team? Or me and Jones don't get mixed up.
Over to the right side. Fires the 3. Buries it.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Alonzo Trier. To Rose.
they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Rose, guarded by Tyus Jones. Screen coming. Rose to Drummond.
Yes.
Won't go. To Wade. Wade rocking the rim.
You see, that's the problem. When you have guys on the perimeter that can shoot the basketball defensively, you're taught to hedge at the driver and then stay home, which leaves the lane wide open for great jams like that.
Rose to Alonzo Trier. Count the basket at the rim.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To Wade. Jaron Jackson has a look. Dwayne Wade. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Ooh, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Rose. Dwayne Wade with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Jones with it. Lead stands at 7. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Missed it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Play. That slices the lead down to 4. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten there. Kennard.
Are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collected. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here comes the screen. To Luke Kennard. Shot clock winding down. Kennard has a chance. Not that time. Jones with it. Counting down toward a minute to play in this 3rd quarter. Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Not a bad. against Jones.
Number 17, Valanciunas.
Short jumper misses. It's Grizzlies ball. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
To Alonzo Trier. Rose. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Jones with it. The lead is 11. And count the basket inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. The drive, right to the basket. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from, and a putback.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of it.
Rose into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Alonzo Trier. Jonas Valanciunas.
Sit your ass down, number 32.
About playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
It's Detroit's ball. Rose. And now reach, and that's going to be an intentional foul.
Couldn't call my ass.
Play.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Rose. To Alonzo Trier. And that's rebounded by Memphis. Jones with it. His guys up by 15. For three, if he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch. But great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Rose's shot no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Jonas Valanciunas. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3. Grizzlies get the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to
The Grizzlies got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And more often than not, they were hitting the three when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. The Pistons didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. 3-point shooting. Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
a look at what's coming up for the Memphis Grizzlies. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
On to game 2. Yeah, still ain't changed. Look at Doncic number. Have y'all know.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. Dallas begins the game with the basketball. Collison to Luka Doncic. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. To Jaren Jackson. For three. That no good. Off the mark. Lee with the basketball. Looking to make something happen.
Beans. Beans. Beans.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Jones with it. He'll run the offense. Gets to the basket and scores.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Doncic. To Lee. Superman. Dwight Howard. Missed his first. That one goes.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The shot rejected by Doncic.
Just incredible timing on that spot.
To Luka Doncic. Layup goes down. Well done.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Doncic to Collison. Here comes the screen. Collison here against Jones. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Going to launch beyond the arc. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Jones with it. Leads up bucket. Dwayne Wade. Got toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Wade. To Jaren Jackson. To Wade. Lets it fly from long range. Like the confidence, but a tough shot for Dwayne Wade. Collison into the front court. Down by 1. To Howard. Jonas Valanciunas. Tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Pass stolen by the Mavericks. Lee. Can't miss those.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Lee with the basketball. Down a point. Here comes the screen. Collison to Luka Doncic. Nice swat that time.
Not skipping a beat. There are some things that you just cannot teach. That's called a 16 frame.
Way to stay with it.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Collison to Luka Doncic. Oh, he had it.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively. This is going to be a dogfight.
Count it. And the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball low. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
To Luka Doncic. Great feed. Sets it up. And a putback slam.
And it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll talk to... Jackson fires the three. Hand in his face, Josh Jackson can't connect. Doesn't have the touch, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Dallas has it. To Hardaway. Surveys the floor. Deep left corner. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Trey Burke. Hood. And count the basket inside.
Well, they have such great
That should have been a
offense this evening.
free throw or
This is
whatever.
sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Seth Curry. Oh, walked away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Marcin Gortat with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Gortat. Oh, emphatic slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Marcin Gortat rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Here comes the screen. To Seth Curry. Wide open look, won't go.
I'm the player that just missed that shot. Just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Josh Jackson picked up by Seth Curry. Can't connect from in close. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that kind of hand-eye coordination.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Dallas with the possession. It goes down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Hood to Jackson. Wade. Deep two there. Won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Seth Curry. Yes, Marcin Gortat. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Damn.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Fires the 3. Rebound cleared by Dallas. Screen coming. To Seth Curry. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. And they call the foul. Jay Hughes there too late.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Marcin Gortat at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 67%. Nope, first one does not go. Oh, he missed on a pair. Good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for But more often than not, it's the
Wow.
offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Mavericks with the possession. To Gortat. Short jumper, won't fall.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Hardaway. Rebound taken by Wade. To Jaren Jackson.
Got it.
Cash in. Good shot. No good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Hood.
True.
From long range. Textbook defense.
What the fuck?
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
First half in the books. The Grizzlies out in front.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Grizzlies are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish
I know
basketball.
what he meant.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Mavericks are within striking distance at the half. And that deficit is a negative, of course. But I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Blocks.
Very physical basketball in the first half from these squads. Lots of block shots and some great defensive intensity.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Bitch, I'm gonna break you, bitch.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Take stock of the floor. To Valanciunas. 5 on the shot clock. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Lee. Here comes the screen. Collison to Lee. Beyond the arc for 3. And made his first couple, but he misses there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Flushes it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one is headed.
Into the front court comes Collison. The deficit now up to 5. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Dallas owns the basketball. To Luka Doncic. Collison to Luka Doncic. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Has a look. Not that time. Jones with it. Lead stands at 7. Has a chance. Can't connect.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Luka Doncic slams it down.
Here's what's brilliant about Luka Doncic. Everybody thinks that you need to be fast or be able to ISO somebody and create your own shot with your speed or your athleticism or your explosiveness. That is not the case. Doncic is 6'8", 230 pounds. Put that smaller guard on your hip, post him up, walk him down, shoot shots over the top. If you have an uncanny style to play, that game can reward you a ton in this league.
Collison to Hardaway. Jonas Valanciunas sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Collison into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. To Howard. Oh, they called the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitution.
Subbing in.
Lee to Collison. Rises for the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Jones up against the 8-time All-Star. To Wade. Jonas Valanciunas. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of it.
Here comes the screen. Lee to Collison. Jones with it. Up 5. To Jaren Jackson. Anderson. From the painted area, won't go down. Into the front court comes Collison. He'll run the offense. Finish that. Jones with it. Leads 5. Whoa, what a finish. The Mavericks signal for timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions.
Collison to Hardaway. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. The rebound taken down by the Grizzlies. It was right there. To Collison. To Hardaway. Shot clock winding down. Here's a chance from long range. Hand to his face, no issues. Darren Collison drills it.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Collison into the front court. The deficit is 6. To Seth Curry. Collison. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a half-back crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Into the front court comes Collison. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Can't connect.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat, and no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Collison into the front court. Down 8. Hardaway guarded by Josh Jackson. Third quarter comes to an end. The Grizzlies have the lead. Dallas with the basketballs. We begin the fourth quarter, and I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
those before, but that was well defended. Burke with it. His guys trail by 10. Hardaway to Seth Curry. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Seth Curry here against Jones. Hardaway. Off the mark. Gortat. Here comes the screen. To Seth Curry. Hardaway. And he knocks it down.
Crafty, and I love the fact that he was able to have the awareness to get his feet behind the three-point line.
Jones with it. His team up by 7. To Danny Green. Good look that time, but off the mark. Seth Curry. To Hardaway. Jonas Valanciunas able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired, they're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Trey Burke, defended by Jones. Lee. Gallus with 4 to shoot. To Gortat. Gortat rocking the rhythm.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys...
And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungry.
Burke with it. His guys down by 9. Layup score. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
When you're a EuroLeague MVP at the age of 19, let me break down why your game is perfectly suited at the PG spot to be a dominant one in the league. Because Luka Doncic is a technician offensively. In any screen or read opportunity, he makes the simple read. He's not the most dynamic player offensively. He doesn't have Ben Simmons' athleticism. But what he does have is Rajon Rondo vision mixed with a jump shot where he can beat you any and every way he wants to.
Josh Jackson. Has it. The jumper's off the mark.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
To Luka Doncic. time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. That'll be out. To Hardaway. Tim Hardaway Jr. not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Trey Burke, defended by Jones. To Seth Curry. Down to 5 on the 24. And he adds the free throw. To Seth Curry. Has a chance. Curry shot won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Grizzlies get the victory as they take care of business at home. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Grizzlies emerged victorious after a tight finish. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals, and it all came together for a terrific win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Mavericks are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. The number of threes they scored was astounding. But as we all know, the most important total is not the number of threes. It's the total number of points on the board. And they didn't have enough of them.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
Jonas Valanciunas put together an incredible game, highlighted by his amazing defense. Not many guys come up with this many blocks and steals.
Was cold.
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Memphis Grizzlies. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
Pause. Nigga. Like, comment, and subscribe.